Okay, I'm so happy. Let's see. Let me check my chat. Check the chat. All right. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so happy everyone is here with me. Listen, this is going to be a part of a series titled Emotional Manipulation. How to recognize emotional manipulation. So I am so happy. This is the first video of the brand new series, How to Recognize When You Are Being Emotionally Manipulated. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you hit that like button. Good morning. Hi. Listen, we are in for a treat because I'm doing these videos back to back to back, and I think I'm going to release them by the day. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about, it's probably staggering or how I will stagger this series, but it is going to be very insightful. Okay. Because a lot of what this comes from is when I was doing the Q&As, I noticed how a lot of women and men are writing, and I'm like, they're being manipulated. This is part of not only a narcissist game, but the game of toxic individuals, the game of people that have only their interest in mind. They don't want what's best for you, right? So they will say things and they will do things to get you emotionally involved first, or they will test how emotional you are. And of course, we all have emotions. We're human beings, right? I mean, we are in a body, we're souls in a body, we have emotions. But there comes a time where you cannot always think and lead with your emotions, because narcissists and toxic people alike target people who are more emotional, the ones that kind of wear their hearts on their sleeves. And so today we're going to start off or kick off this series with the pity party narcissist. The pity party narcissist. Anybody, listen, don't invite. I love to go to a good, shing ding here and there, a little soiree, but do not invite me to your pity party. Don't do it. I don't want to be a part of your pity party. I don't want to be a part of the woe is me and everybody come feel bad for me. Let's all bring out the little tiny violins. No, I'm not here for that. Okay. So this is how a narcissist runs this type of test on its targets. Okay. I always say I don't want to necessarily use the word victim, because I mean, in a sense, you are a victim, but we don't want to just keep calling ourselves that, right? So I like to say just the target, because these people are targeting individuals. They're actually setting out and they're preying just as if they're in an animal kingdom and they're looking for the next meal. They're targeting these other people, other humans, or other, someone that they think that they can manipulate, right? So with a pity party narc, these are the types that will come to you and say, I have a good one for it. This is the one from what was it, last week or two, where we had the two young ladies write in and say, oh, well, I just got involved with this guy and the mother of his children won't let him see the children. Why is it? Why are they telling you this? Because they want to get an emotional reaction. Let's say if you're a man and you meet a woman, right? And one of the first conversations that you have with this woman is things about what their ex has done, the hard life that they are in at this moment. Maybe they need help financially, or any type of help, and this is one conversation in. Like, why are you telling me this so soon? It's because they're trying to check and see how emotional you are, because they know if you were to in turn turn around and say, oh, maybe I can, do this for you or do that for you. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, we are called to help people. Yes, we are called to look out for our fellow brethren and things like that. That is totally different than being involved with someone who's toxic, someone who is setting out to manipulate you. That's two totally different things. Everybody understand that? Let's check the chat. So, yeah, those are two different things, okay? When we're dealing with someone who is out to essentially gratify their own needs by imposing their life on you, there is where we have a problem. There is where we need to sit back and be like, you know what? Why are you telling me this? What do you want me to do now? It's because they're looking for an emotional reaction. You hear a sob story about, oh, I can't. Yeah, they have an agenda from the beginning. That's what Breezy says. Yes, they do have an agenda, and they're checking they're checking your temperature. Okay, just like the case with the young lady who wrote in about the boyfriend who had an ex, and he supposedly is saying that the mother won't let him see the children. This is a dynamic where they want to triangulate the next party. They want you to come in and say, oh, okay, well, oh, that's so wrong of her. And you guys just start talking bad about her. This is what a narcissist likes. They like that. And if you are a man and you have an interest in somebody, in a woman, right? And you hear all sob stories, it's because they're checking your temperature. Same thing for women. Think about it. You're meeting a man. The man is supposed to be so strong and just someone that you know you're going to have some type of security with, right? You're looking for security. You're looking for someone who's stable. You're looking for someone who actually, they have their stuff together, right? Especially as a man in the world, this is what you look for this is what women look for in a partner, right? So can you imagine having or meeting this guy and you just have like this wonderful picture in your head, and all of a sudden he starts telling you, oh, I used to be this back in college and I got injured so bad. Oh, my ex cheated on me so bad. Oh, I don't know. Let's pick another one that I've heard. There was a fire and all of my stuff got burned in the fire. All of this is dumped on you in the beginning. Why? They're checking your temperature to see how emotional you get. And especially if you're the type to say, okay, like a fixer-upper. You cannot, even if you are the type, okay, that's awesome, but you cannot show these people that side of you. You can't. You have to be able to compartmentalize different aspects of you and only give people what is needed at the moment, so to speak. Is everybody with me? You can't give everybody everything up front. So let's say, just with the example I just gave, you're thinking about how, there's a lot of men that watch the channel, but there's I believe a lot more ladies too. But with the example that I just gave you, it's a huge red flag. Huge red flag. So you mean to tell me, oh yeah, you learned the hard way. Yeah, and that's why I like this channel, because we're all here together. We all admit our flaws. No one, we're striving for perfection, right? And now that we know better, we do better. And now we're able to take this information back to your community, your social interactions, your people that are nieces or nephew or children, that anyone that's younger than you or possibly even older than you that are willing to listen. Because you never really know how what you say may affect someone. That's why I'm always big on leave a comment, share, especially leave a comment, because people sit back and they read these comments and they see themselves in us and how we're talking and how we're learning from each other. Right? That's why I love this channel, because we're not here to bash anyone or, listen, I'm on here and you know all the things. If you've been listening for a while, all the things that I tell you guys, I mean, it's funny when I look back on it. But I sit back and say, man, I was stupid. I was dumb. But okay. So what they're doing is they're trying to test how emotional you are. You see this a lot in the dynamic with I want to say narcissists, but they're predators alike, really. So I would say manipulators when they're targeting women. You see this a lot the other way around, but you see it more because women are more emotional by nature, some of them. Unless you're like me, I'm more logical, but different story. So you see this because they know that women are emotional, they're going to play on your emotions. Everybody understand that? Yes, we do have men that are more. Listen, everything that I say, it could go for both genders, but I just want you to know that there's a sector out there that is preying on women because they know and they believe that women are more emotional. That's just how it is, okay? So what they would do is they would set up little scenarios and they want you to feel bad for them. They want you to be in an emotional state where you put on your cape and you want to rescue, or you put on your motherly role and you want to say, oh, they're there. Oh, that happened to you. Oh my gosh. And then what happened? You got cheated on this way. Listen, everybody's been cheated on. Everybody has. Does that mean I'm going to have a chip on my shoulder and say every person in this world is a cheater, is a woman basher or a man basher? I'm not going to do that. So what a manipulator would do is they would tell you as a target, they would say, I'm never going to trust women again because this person did me wrong. I'm never going to trust women again. Now, what does that do to you when you hear it? It makes you want to earn their trust. Everybody get it? Do you see this game that they're playing? It's a pity party with a purpose. They're throwing a pity party with a purpose. And the purpose is to get you in an emotional state to the point where you come in as Mrs. Fix-It or Mr. Fix-It. Now, of course, again, this is not the same as helping your fellow brethren. This is not the same. This is an agenda that is being pushed on you to see how far you can go and how much you can take and how much you're willing to put out. So they're going to give you a pity party. They may even say, I've even heard, oh, I don't never do for any women anymore. I gave my ex cars and lavish, homes, and I would never do that again because she cheated. What they're doing is they're telling you as the next target, don't expect nothing from me. Don't ask me for nothing. You're not going to get nothing from me, but I want you to do everything for me. They're giving you a pity party with a purpose. This is so, it's sick, really, like that we're even talking about this because humans feel bad for other humans. This is our way. This is nature. Breezy says, wow, yeah. Let's say there's another one. Let's say if you're a guy, because this is kind of a gender neutral space, right? You're a guy, you meet a woman, and she tells you, same story. I've been cheated on. I will never do this for another man. I will never trust another man. What do? You're working or doing more to earn trust with a person who is not your significant other, who's not your anyone that you don't really have a future with. She doesn't see a future with you. So some of these people, of course, they're going to tell you up front how they want to be treated, but it's kind of subtle and you have to pick up on these little clues, especially with this pity party narc. If you're a man or a woman and you meet someone and they're like, I'll never trust again, blocked, I'm not going to be working hard for you to trust me. I'm not going to go out my way because you have issues. That's someone you need to go to see somebody, or you need, some holy water or something at this point. I don't really, you need to work on yourself, right? Okay. So I'm not going to put myself in any type of position where I'm told basically that you have to work to earn, to get trust from me. See what I mean? It's a game where it's so subtle. It's so crafty. And it pushes you to work and show this person that you're not like the others. This is why they give you this pity party. And you know, I love me a good party. I would do a little two-step or whatever, but do not invite me to your pity party. I decline. Respectfully decline. Okay. So anytime you're meeting someone up front, and this is how we're kicking off this series on how to recognize emotional manipulation, you are going to hear sob stories. My ex was a cheater. Oh, I was injured playing football and I just got depressed after that. Oh, I come from a broken home and my dad was never there. This is my face when they tell me all that. I was like, But if they could see me like in person, I'd be like, because it's why are you telling me this? What is the point? What's the point in this? You want me to feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad for you. There are millions of people who are battling issues that come from broken homes, that come from addiction, that come from the worst scenarios that you can imagine. And they find a way out. They are resilient. I remember when I was teaching, when you have a resilient child is what it's called. It's one that comes from basically out of mud and they just are a flower, like a lotus. Okay. So when we're dealing with people who are giving you a sob story, they're making excuses for how they know is poor behavior. They know that they shouldn't tell you, oh, I don't trust anybody. What kind of damaged person says that? You mean to tell me your ex had that much power over you that you would sit up here and say, I'm never going to trust you as a new person, that a new party that's clean to whatever situation that you may be going into. You don't have any recollection of somebody's ex-partner or their past. And I'm meeting you fresh. You get a fresh start. And what you do with your fresh start is you decide to tell me how much I should pity you because you had a hard life, because your ex cheated. Here's another one. Oh gosh, I hope they don't cancel me for this one. I'm about to say it's a little bad. Is everybody ready for this one? Should I say it? Let's say, okay, I'll just say it. You know how you meet someone and they're just so, we're struggling because we used to be a slave. They want you to pity them for something that happened over 400 years ago. You think I feel bad for you because somebody's laughing. I don't do pity parties, y'all, especially when they come with me with, I can't get ahead because of the white man. No, that's definitely a block, in my opinion. Yeah, true. Yeah, it is true. Don't let these people oppress you back into the wilderness, back into bondage. Reparations. Look, I didn't say that. You said it. I'm like, what do you mean? Okay, well, now what do you want me to do? So now I should feel bad or see how you have to work hard to get someone to trust you in turn? They're making you their workhorse. I'm serious. I don't even listen to it. As soon as somebody talks about the struggle, I just put it like the struggle. Nah, blocked. You're on your own on that one. Yeah, listen, this is funny. This is hilarious. But yes, when they have a pity party with a purpose, okay? This is a pity party with a purpose. The woe is me. I remember I heard Dr. Romney, she was talking about how some of them are more of like the woe is me and be kind to me, be nice to me because I've had this such a hard time. Pity party with a purpose. Pity party. Don't fall for the game, especially us, people out here and people we meet, or maybe I don't know if everybody here is single or not, but let's say you are in the dating pool and you're meeting these people and they give you this sob story. Men and women, listen, they should see the smoke coming from your feet. That is how fast you need to. They're only trying to set you up to get you in an emotional state so you can put on your cape and you can come in as their savior. All right. There is no one that should be using these types of excuses for their poor behavior, for their distrust in another person. You have nothing to do. As the new party, you have nothing to do with their past. So why are they dumping their trauma on you? Listen, this series is going to be incredible because that's just one. This is just part one, and this is just video one of this, how to recognize when you're being emotionally manipulated, how to recognize it. Now, the next one in this series is the let's just see where it goes narcissist. Let's see where it goes. Everybody here has heard that phrase, right? I just want to see where it goes. All righty. So thank you so much. And these videos will be about 20 to 30 minutes long in this series, okay? And I want to say, make sure that you're hitting the bell icon so you can be alerted when they actually do come back up. Okay, guys. Thank you so much again for listening and laughing with me. Narcissistic Abuse Chronicles. Thank you so much. She says, exactly. Breezy says, that's so true. People have forgotten that very point of not living in the past. Yes. Yeah, don't let these excuses and for their behavior, they know what's going on.